Hey guys, Mark McCall here with a little video to show you how we batch edit all of the images we shoot for Texas Tech that gives the images that illustrated crunchy look that really looks good on posters, banners, all the social media, the jumbotron at the stadium. It's really cool, and especially it's great to see this stuff on ESPN when you're watching games. And I've had people email me and said, "Oh, how do you get that look?" So let's just make you a video to show you how we do it. But here's a few things that we do for the university. This is when Tech was in the worked their way up to the national championship game last year. It's great because 3 or 4 of these guys are in the NBA now. Here's some football tickets from last year. It's cool to see that. This is the Elite 8. Let's see. No, Sweet 16 then wound up being Elite 8 on their way to the national championship game. Here's another one that was one of the cooler ones that we did. And here's a strip of just a couple of different sports and the different ways the university uses the images that we create. But we really just apply one filter, and it is called Topaz Detail Boost. I think the program is in the neighborhood of about $79, something like that. So I'm going to show you how we apply it to a single image and then how we apply it to 5,000 images. So let's take a look at how we do that. Right off the bat, I think this image is just slightly underexposed, so I'm just going to fix that just a little bit. Okay, and all the while I'm going to be creating an action. Well, I tell you what, let's do the artwork and then we'll come back and create an action that we can apply to everything. So the filter after you install Topaz Detail Boost is under Topaz Labs, Topaz Adjust. That is the name of the program. The name of the slider that creates that look is called Detail Boost in the lower right hand corner under Details. And it looks like, here's the before and after, it defaults to a minor setting, but just like that it looks great. Let's see if we can bring up that jersey a little bit. You can really see the detail before and after. Look at that, all the detail. Okay, now it has a tendency to make the skin look dirty. Okay, so if you're doing female athletes, be careful that you don't hit it too hard. So for now, just to really illustrate how well this looks, I'm going to hit it harder than I normally would. So we're going to keep the detail boost at about 1.36. Let's bring it up 1.42, something like that. Okay, adjust that to your own taste, but this is just an example. We're going to click OK, and it's going to apply the filter. Now we can do a before and after. You really see the difference. Okay, we're going to revert that image back to the way it was. And I'm sure you guys already know, anytime you apply a filter, the last filter you applied is the first thing in the list. So we're going to make an action. First of all, I'm going to fix that exposure real quick, kind of bugging me. We're going to create an action. Let's call it Texas Tech Detail. Let's call it Topaz Detail Boost. Okay, whatever you want to call it. Click record. Filter Topaz Adjust. It will apply the effect. And then we're going to save that in a separate folder. Never save on top of another folder, especially if you're doing a batch. We're going to put that in Test Images with Topaz. And then we're going to close the image and stop the action. Now that we have an action, we can open every single image in a folder and apply it to every single image and have it save it that way. And for 5,000 images, it would take overnight. It would probably take 10 or 12 hours to do all that. But for now, I think I've got 10 or 12 in a folder that we're going to apply it to. So you're going to find the automated feature under File, Automate, Batch. And that is the dialog that will apply an action to every single image in a folder. On the left hand side, the action that you want to play should be in this list. If you pull down the pull down menu, this is all of your actions, but the last one you acted or created or used should be the default action in your set. We're going to choose a folder to pull from. That's going to be test images. We're going to select that. We're going to choose the folder to put them in, and we're going to call it test images with topaz. We're going to select that folder. So it's going to pull from this folder, apply the effect, and save it to that folder. And since save as and close is part of the action, it'll close each image when it's done and then automatically open the next one. And when you click OK, it's going to open every single image, apply the effect, it's going to close the image, and then open the next one. So we're going to just sit here and let it go through its little thing. Now you're not going to get to see the image after the effect is applied because it closes it so quickly. But if you want to stay with me, we will look at the folder of images once it's done. Well, you know what? I'm not sure we can. I think this recording software is taking up the entire screen and I cannot access anything behind it. But that's how we do it. It's Topaz Detail Boost, and that is buried inside the program Topaz Adjust. I hope that helps.